the same time you are telling me to work with intelligence. So if I apply intelligence, I should not be doing abominable activities. This warfare is very costly, and it is also abominable, killing so many people. So better I renounce this. So the section 1 deals with 3.1 and 3.2 of chapter 3, renunciation or work. Arjuna get a doubt. He asked, better to be situated in knowledge or to work, if we are opposed to each other. So this is a doubt again he asked. So Krishna briefed everything in second chapter. That's why second chapter is called Gita summarized. Everything was in summary, it was told. Then Arjuna got doubts. Like, sometimes when we give some instructions to somebody, we will be very quick and fast because we know already what we are telling. So we will be telling, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. The other person who listens to us, he says, yes, 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 yes. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Then after some time, he gets a doubt. What that Prabhuji told? What my superior told in the office? He told, do like this, do like this, do like this. Which one is I'm supposed to execute? What I'm supposed to do? So Arjuna, after hearing the second chapter, he gets the doubt and he starts with that 1/3 chapter. Then Krishna explains Nishkama Karma Yoga, work combined with knowledge and detachment is called Nishkama Karma Yoga. Offer the fruit of the work for the satisfaction of Krishna. Nishkama Karma Yoga allows the soul, which is very active by nature, to be purified through detached activities. Soul is always active, but some detached activities, it purifies the soul. So that is taught here. And then Krishna continues, and section 3, 3:10 to 16, from Karma Kanda to Karma Yoga. So here Krishna explains, if one cannot perform detached dutiful work, which is Karma Yoga, it's better to follow Karma Kanda sections of Vedas. Karma Kanda is basically following the Vedas for the fruitive results. और फलापेक्ष हम लोग फलापेक्ष रख के कार्य करना, वो वैदिक का जो शिक्षा है उसके मुताबिक काम करना, इसको कर्मकांड कहलाता है. But do it for Krishna's pleasure. So कर्मकांड से कर्मयोग के तरफ जाते वक्त हम लोग जब कृष्णा का प्रसन्नता के लिए, जब उसको खुश करने के लिए जब सेवा करेगा हम लोग, ये जो हमारा नियमित कार्य है उस भगवान का प्रसन्नता के लिए करेगा, वो कर्म योग बन जाता है. उसके बाद सेक्शन 4 है 17 श्लोक से 35 श्लोक तक, निष्काम कर्म टू सेट करेक्ट एग्जाम्पल. सो कृष्णा और निष्काम कर्म के बारे में बताते हैं. ड्यूटीफुली एक्टिंग विदाउट अटैचमेंट सेट्स द करेक्ट example for others who are less advanced. Nilesh Prabhu, you have raised the hand.
Hare Krishna Prabhu ji, यहाँ पे 3.10 to 3.16 में जो from कर्म कांडा to कर्म योगा लिखा है, that कर्म योगा is referring to sakama karma or nishkama karma?
Sakama karma. Yes. Karma yoga basically, but for benefit you will be doing actually karma yoga for with some benefit. Karma ka, yeah, I will show that table is there. One table I'll share with all of you. Then it will be very clear actually. Section 4, Nishkama karma to set correct example. So dutifully acting without attachment. Nishkama karma is always without any attachment. Section 5, beware of lust and anger. So these two are the one which takes or which brings us down to the lower levels. They foil one's performance of duty and incur sin. There's the one pushing us to do the papas. Lust, काम और anger, गुस्सा, क्रोध जो है. Regulate senses and strengthen intelligence to control lust. So हमारा जो इंद्रिय है उसको नियमित या रेगुलेटेड वे में यूज करना चाहिए, और 4 नियम जो है 4 नियम के हिसाब से सेवा करना चाहिए। तब क्या होता है, हमारा बुद्धि शक्ति होता है, बुद्धि में सेंटेंस इंटेलिजेंस टू कंट्रोल दी लस्ट, काम को तब काबू कर सकते हैं। ये सब हम तीसरा अध्याय में सीखने वाले हैं अभी हम लोग। उसमें मेनली हम लोग आज पहला 2 या 3 सेक्शन करने का कोशिश करेंगे। हरे कृष्ण। टेक्स्ट नंबर 1। अर्जुन उवाच जायसे चेत् कर्मणास्ते मथा बुद्धिर्जनार्दन तत् किं कर्माणि घोरे मां नियोजयसि केशव। Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanavinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nilesh Prabhuji, can you read the translation?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Arjuna said, O Janardana, O Keshava, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly warfare? If you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So Arjuna starts with a question asking, O Janardana, O Keshava, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly warfare? So many people are going to be get killed. If you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work. So in 2.49 shloka, Krishna said, Durena, he said, keep all your abominable activities far, far away. Work with your intelligence. So Arjuna is telling, if I use my intelligence, it's better not to work. Do you expect me not to work, or you expect me to work? This is the question, actually. Shloka number 3.2. Janardhan Prabhu, can you read, please?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. My intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively which will be the most beneficial for me. Hare Krishna.
So Arjuna is blaming Krishna. Hey Krishna, look, you tell something decisive. Don't tell this and don't tell that. You exactly tell what I have to do now. I have already surrendered to you. So based on that 2.49 shloka, Arjuna got doubt. He is telling whether I have to do karma, which is the duty of my fighting, which is Kshatriya's duty, or should I use intelligence, gnana, which is knowledge of the soul. You told me about the soul. They will not be killed, they will not be this and all. But I want one conclusive path. I cannot have both. So Arjuna is genuine in his request to Krishna. So Krishna consciousness often misused as an excuse. Sometimes when we follow Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada is writing in purport. Sometimes when we are following Krishna consciousness, we understand Krishna consciousness inertia, and we think we are escaping from the duties. Sometimes our family members, our relatives, or someone may comment also, ये तो भगवान कृष्ण कृष्ण बोल के अपना कर्म कुछ नहीं करता है, काम नहीं करता है, वो भागना चाहता है. You want to run away from the responsibilities, you know. But the correct understanding should be, Prabhupada writes that without being trained in the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, it is not advisable to chant the holy names in a secluded place. So sometimes we see people, they say, I will get secluded, I'll be alone chanting, I don't want to be in association of others, I can do Krishna consciousness even without anybody. No, that's not possible. When you are away, when you are alone, more danger to fall down. That's what Krishna is, Prabhupada is writing, without being trained in the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. You have to get properly trained to independently act. It only acquires cheap adoration from the innocent public. Otherwise, innocent public will think we are all very good. Oh, he's alone, he's chanting, he's doing, but actually we'll be sitting isolated and doing some nonsense actually. So Prabhupada condemns that one actually. So practical application, a sincere student always, he places the doubt before the master to elicit best course of action. So the moment any doubt comes, we should put it in front of the preacher or the senior or whom we are following. Get the proper answer. Don't keep the doubt with you and then do whatever we have to do. Here, that's why Arjuna is clearly asking to Krishna, hey Krishna, please clear my doubt. In response to this, Krishna explained Karma Yoga, work in Krishna consciousness. So the whole chapter, third chapter, is dedicated to Karma Yoga. He explains, Krishna explains that one. So finally, Arjuna clears confusing path of chapter 2, because in the chapter 2 he got confused. So for the sincere students of Bhagavad Gita also, the third chapter gives a very clear vision of what our activities should be, how our activities should be. It's a very nice direction actually. Now, 3.3 to 3.6. This section describes the defects in the desire to renounce prescribed duty and thus focuses on the following points. The active nature of the soul, it focuses. Inactivity is not an option available for soul actually, because soul is active. And so it is advised to perform our activities in a way that they are directed towards self-purification. और आत्म साक्षात्कार के ज्ञान प्राप्त करने के बाद हम लोग कार्य ऐसा करना चाहिए जिससे आत्म का शुद्ध हो जाएगा और आत्म साक्षात्कार प्राप्त होगा. तो हम लोग हमारा कामनाएं या इच्छाओं को हम त्याग नहीं कर सकते हैं क्योंकि इच्छाएं आएगा. दूसरा, हम लोग एक्टिव है, हम लोग काम करने के लिए एक्टिव रहते हैं. इस सोल भी बहुत एक्टिव है, सो सोल कोई इनएक्टिव नहीं कर सकता है एक्चुअली. So self-purification and self-realization are the purposes of performing prescribed duties. हमारा जो नियमित कार्य है वो कार्य इसलिए करना चाहिए हमको ताकि हम आत्म साक्षात्कार के लिए या आत्मशुद्धि के लिए उसका फायदा उठाना चाहिए. नियमित कार्य बोला तो जैसे वर्णाश्रम में ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य, शूद्र का उनका नियमित कार्य है. ब्राह्मण का कार्य है पठन पाठन यजन याजन, पाठ पढ़ना चाहिए, उसको शिक्षा लेना चाहिए, दूसरों को शिक्षा देना है, ये ब्राह्मण का. क्षत्रिय का कार्य है रक्षा करना है. वैश्य का कार्य है समाज को खाना देना, वाणिज्य करना, बिजनेस करना है, ये सब उसका. शूद्र का कार्य है कि समाज को हमेशा सेवा करके प्रोटेक्ट करना, उनका साथ में रहने का. सो चारों वर्णों का अपना अपना नियमित कार्य है. वैसे ही सबका स्वधर्म है. सबका स्वधर्म क्या है? जीवात्मा का स्वधर्म भगवान का सेवा करना जीवात्मा का स्वधर्म है. हर इंसान का, हर व्यक्ति का वो, और हर जीवात्मा का एक्चुअली भगवान का सेवा करना उत्तम और वही उद्देश्य है एक्चुअली जीवात्मा का. तो 3.3 में अभी जाएंगे, देखेंगे कैसे भगवान क्या बोलते हैं. हरे कृष्ण. राघवेंद्र रेड्डी प्रभु, कैन यू प्लीज रीड 3.3?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्ण.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O sinless Arjuna, I have already explained that there are two classes of men who try to realize the self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical, philosophical speculation, and others by devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Prabhu. So Bhagavan ने actually 2.39 श्लोक में दो तरफ का प्रोसेसेस या व्यक्ति के बारे में बताया था। एक तो सांख्य योग है, एनालिटिकल स्टडी है जो ज्ञान के ऊपर स्थित है। दूसरा कर्म योगा या बुद्धि योगा के बारे में बोला था, जो एक्टिविटीज कार्य करके भगवान का सेवा करने का। सो ये दो चर्चा हम लोग पहले ही कर चुके हैं। दूसरा अध्याय 39 श्लोका में। उसमें सही मार्ग क्या है, कर्म योग करना सही मार्ग है। और एक का निष्ठा के ऊपर जो सीढ़ी होता है, कर्म का सीढ़ी होता है, उसके हिसाब से ऊपर उठता है। एक बार सीढ़ी दिखा देगा उसको, तब क्लियर हो जाएगा। एक मिनट, सॉरी। जस्ट एक सेकेंड पर आई ओपन। जी स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है?
यस प्रभु जी।
या एक्सटेंडेड योगा लैडर कहलाता है। ये आपको समझना चाहिए ताकि आपका आसान हो जाता है। तो इसको इंक्रीज करना कैसा करना है ये मेरे को मालूम नहीं ना प्रभु।
हम खुद कर सकते प्रभु जी, हम कर लिया ऑलरेडी इंडिविजुअली।
अच्छा, आप लोग भी इंडिविजुअली कर सकता है?
यस प्रभु।
ओके, थैंक यू प्रभु। तो ये प्रपंच में आपको इन दिस वर्ल्ड यू विल सी एनिमल लाइफ, मीन्स जीवात्मा जो है एनिमल में भी रहता है, मनुष्यों में भी रहता है। मनुष्य जन्म पाने के बाद भी प्राणी का जीवन करते हैं हम लोग। कभी उठा, कभी नहीं उठा, कभी नहाया, कभी नहीं नहाया। तो अलग अलग प्राणियों का गुण भी हमारे में होता है। तो हम लोग सब एनिमलिस्टिक लाइफ में ये सीडी है, एक्सटेंडेड योगा लैडर। योगा बोला तो क्या है?
Connect to God.
वेरी गुड। कनेक्टिंग विद द लॉर्ड इज योगा। तो योगा का एक सीढ़ी है, वो सीढ़ी में कैसे चढ़ना है, कैसे ऊपर जा सकता है, वो इधर बताया गया है। सो जब हम मनुष्य जन्म लिया, प्राणी जैसा जीवन करते रहते हैं, बाद में हम वेदों को हिसाब से, वेद क्रम अनुसार हम लोग जीवन बिताएंगे। कुछ यज्ञ करेंगे ताकि उससे फल मिलता है। वो फल को हम इंद्रियों के द्वारा हम उसको भोगते हैं, हमारे इंद्रिय तृप्ति के लिए हम कुछ कार्य करते हैं, मगर इससे वेदों के अनुसार होता है, इसलिए उसको कर्म कांड कहलाता है। सो इट इज कॉल्ड कर्म कांडा। तो सीढ़ी में पहले एनिमलिस्टिक लाइफ है, उससे ऊपर चढ़ा तो आप वेदों के अनुसार जीवन करना है तो कर्म कांड होता है। कर्म कांड, या अमरीश प्रभु, यू हैव क्वेश्चन?
Yes, Prabhuji, not a question. Just though it is visible, but if you can click on plus sign on the top,
with
there's a plus
control,
sign,
with control,
or on the plus sign on the screen, you can see there's plus sign,
there is
kind
that.
of just yeah, on the where there is number. Yes,
I
yes,
got it in the PDF.
yes. Now it is better, Prabhuji. Yes, thank you, Prabhuji.
Now you can see it. Is better now?
Yes, Prabhuji. Now it is better. Yes.
Yeah, better for me also. Thank you, Prabhu. You know, once you cross 50, no, you have difficulties. Eyesight. But anyhow, animal life, above animal life is karma kanda. So वेद के अनुसार हम जीवन करेंगे। उसके बाद आप भगवान को कर्म का जो फल है वो देना चाहते हैं, तो आप उसको उठ के ऊपर आएंगे सीढ़ी में, तो सकाम कर्म योग में आएंगे। नीलेश प्रभु, नोट करने का जरूरत नहीं है, सुनिए, मैं ये पिक्चर भेज देता हूं आपको, ग्रुप में डाल देता हूं। ओके, आई विल पुट इट इन द ग्रुप। सो सकाम कर्म योग में जब आप आएंगे तो कुछ फल अपेक्षा रख के हम सेवा करते हैं या कार्य करते हैं, वी वांट समथिंग, वो सकाम कर्म योग जाता। मगर ये भी कर्म योग है, एक दिन ये कर्म योग से आप निष्काम कर्म योग को उठेंगे, उसके बाद भगवान के पास भी जा सकता है, मगर बहुत लंबा रास्ता है, सीधा रास्ता नहीं है। तो सकाम कर्म योग में क्या होता है, जब आप जो भी कार्य करते हैं उसका फल मिलता है, उसको भोगते हैं, बहुत मजा आता है। तो क्या होता है, उससे आगे नहीं बढ़ते हैं, उधर ही रहते हैं। आप किसी को बात कीजिए, प्रभु आपका जीवन का उद्देश्य क्या है, पूछिए, उन लोगों को बताए क्या है, कमाना है, एंजॉय करना है, बच्चा बीवी सबके साथ मजा करना है, यही तो जीवन है। ये कर्म कांड से सकाम कर्म योग है, उससे एक हटके एक सीढ़ी ऊपर चढ़ेगा तो निष्काम कर्म योग में आएंगे। उधर फलापेक्ष है, मगर फलापेक्ष को आप सब ऑफर कर देते, निष्काम, उधर फलापेक्ष नहीं रहता है एक्चुअली। सो निष्काम कर्म योग में ऑलमोस्ट भक्ति योग का इक्वल है। अगर आप भगवान का नाम जप कर रहे हैं, भगवान का सेवा कर रहे हैं, निष्काम कर्म योग भी बुद्धि से किया जाता है। सो निष्काम कर्म योग से ऊपर उठेंगे आप तो ज्ञान योग में आते हैं। जो ज्ञान योग में क्या है, कोई कार्य नहीं होता है, सिर्फ भगवान के बारे में सीखना है, नॉलेज, ज्ञान प्राप्त करना, इकट्ठा करना, बहुत ज्ञान प्राप्त करें। जब बहुत सारे ज्ञान प्राप्त करते हैं, उसका साइड ट्रैक क्या होता है, कुछ लोग हो सकते हैं जब ज्यादा ज्ञानी हो जाएगा, बोलने लगेगा भगवान है ही नहीं। आप सुना है कुछ फिलोसोफर्स या कोई बड़ा बड़ा साइंटिस्ट लोगों के ज्ञान इतना ज्यादा हो जाता है, वो भगवान को नहीं मान सकता है, उन लोगों तो साइड में चले जाते हैं, accumulating too much knowledge, ज्ञानी हो जाते हैं, and they say there is no God. Sometimes myself is God, वो भी डिक्लेयर कर देते हैं ज्ञानी लोग। ये ब्राह्मण को तुलना किया जाता है। हम 3 स्थिति को हम चर्चा किया था दूसरा अध्याय में, दूसरा श्लोक में, जब भगवान का शब्द है या भगवान ने बात किया था, तो उन्होंने सनशाइन, सन डिस्क, सन भगवान, ये तीनों का हम चर्चा किया था। एक ट्रेन का भी एग्जाम्पल दिया था मैंने, आपको शायद याद होगा। तो सनशाइन में ब्रह्मन स्थिति है, परम सत्य का 3 अवस्था होता है। पहला जो ब्रह्मन अवस्था, उसके ऊपर परमात्मा, उसके ऊपर भगवान, तो सनशाइन में ब्रह्मन है। तो ज्ञानी लोग ब्रह्मन अवस्था में चले जाते हैं, जहां भगवान का शक्ति का बहुत गुणगान करेंगे और भगवान को निराकार कर देते हैं, उनको आकार नहीं देगा भगवान को, निराकारवादी बन जाते हैं। तो ये सब साइड इफेक्ट है एक्चुअली ज्ञान योग का। अगर ज्ञान योग सही तरीके से आप करेगा, आप ऊपर उठेगा, अष्टांग योग में आएंगे। जब अष्टांग योग में आएंगे आप परमात्मा का जो आकार है, परम सत्य का परमात्मा स्वरूप शंख चक्र गदा पद्म आकार जो है, वो आकार में आप भगवान को हृदय में रख के ध्यान करेंगे। मगर क्या होता है, अष्टांग में सिद्धि होता है, बहुत छोटे से छोटा, बड़े से बड़ा बनना। कहीं दूसरा लोक से आप सामान इधर विदाउट एनी DHL और विदाउट एनी ऑर्डरिंग, ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर है ना, आजकल अमेजॉन में ऑर्डर करो, इधर ऑर्डर करो, उधर करो, कुछ नहीं, ऑनलाइन ऑर्डरिंग कुछ नहीं। यू कैन ब्रिंग द मटेरियल फ्रॉम अदर प्लैनेट्स वेरेवर व्हाटएवर यू वांट। वो ऐसा सिद्धि जब मिस्टिक पावर्स आएगा, ये सब साइड ट्रैक हो जाएगा, मतलब ये साइड इफेक्ट है उसका। तो जब सिद्धि आ जाएगा, आप मेन भगवान का भक्ति करना छोड़ देगा, वो सिद्धि में सबको बेवकूफ बनाना चाहते हैं आप एक्चुअली। जैसे मासूम लोग रहते हैं, उनको कुछ मिस्टिक पावर्स दिखाएगा, बोलेगा मैं भगवान प्राप्त किया हूं, हम लोग भी सोचेगा हाँ ये भगवान प्राप्त किया हुआ है, ये तो बहुत पावर है इसके पास। तो भक्ति के हिसाब से आप देखेंगे, अष्टांग योग नीच स्थान है, वो तो इतना बड़ा स्थान नहीं है, कोई भी प्राप्त कर सकता है ऐसा सिद्धि योग। तो उससे आप ऊपर उठेंगे तो भक्ति योग। तो भक्ति योग में आप सन प्लैनेट भगवान को अच्छा समझ सकते हैं, भगवान को समझ सकते हैं, कृष्ण को अच्छा समझ सकते हैं, और भगवान का परिपूर्ण साक्षात्कार आपको होता है। तो उधर कोई साइड ट्रैकिंग नहीं है, सीधा आप भगवान का कृष्ण लोक में जाएंगे आप भक्ति सेवा किया तो। हाँ, कभी कभी भक्ति सेवा में आपको अहंकार भी आ सकता है, मैं ही सबसे अच्छा बच्चा भक्त हूँ, मैं ही सब जानता हूँ। ये सब जब आएगा उसका भी कुछ साइड ट्रैक हो जाएगा। बट शब्द शुद्ध भक्ति करेंगे हम भगवान के पास। जब भक्ति योगा करने शुरू करेंगे, उसमें 3 स्टेज है, 4 स्टेज है एक्चुअली, 3 स्टेज मेन है। साधना भक्ति, भाव भक्ति, प्रेम भक्ति। साधना भक्ति में नियमित कार्य और रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन के हिसाब से भक्ति करना। उसके ऊपर भाव भक्ति है, जहां इट विल बी स्पॉन्टेनियस लव टुवर्ड्स कृष्णा, एंड अबव दैट इज प्रेम भक्ति, इट्स प्योर लव टू लॉर्ड कृष्ण। तो वो भक्ति योग में ऊपर का स्टेज है। मगर अभी इधर एनिमल लाइफ, कर्मकांड, सकाम कर्म योगा, निष्काम कर्म योगा, ज्ञान योगा, अष्टांग योगा, ये पॉइंट्स क्लियर है?
यस प्रभु जी।
सो आगे जा सकता है या किसी का डाउट है?
Raspran Krishna Prabhu has raised his hand.
Who?
Prabhu, excuse me, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu. Jai, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Prabhu. So, unfortunately, I couldn't understand Hindi, Prabhu. So, if you could explain in English as well, that would be more helpful for me, Prabhu, to understand.
Oh, okay. So, when we are born and other jivatmas, we all have an animalistic propensity. So, we try to do in animalistic way, lead the life. But Lord has given Vedas. So we accept Vedas, then we start functioning through Vedas. But we have some wishes or some expectations in our life when we do something. We do Putra Kameshti Yagna, for example, to get a son. So we do Ashwamedha Yagna 100 times to become Indra. Like this, we have some expectations against the activity we do. So then those are called Karma Kanda. Then when you offer your results to Krishna, then it becomes Karma Yoga. Karma Kanda gets converted to Karma Yoga. Then Karma Yoga, when you do without any expectations, if when you do activities, we rise to Nishkama Karma Yoga. When Nishkama Karma Yoga is done properly, then we rise to Dhyana Yoga. Then from Dhyana Yoga, Gnana Yoga, we rise to Gnana Yoga. Then we become Gnani. The side effect of Gnani or Gnana Yoga is that since lot of knowledge you will have, lot of information you will have, sometimes you reject the Lord or you don't accept the form of the Lord. You start prizing or understanding more on the Nirakar. You start practicing impersonalism. Without formless, you will start worshipping. So that is the side effect of Jnana Yoga. If you properly practice Jnana Yoga, you rise to Dhyana Yoga. Then in Dhyana Yoga, now, in Atma Sakshatkar or self-realization process, Paramasatti Bhagavan is understood in 3 levels. The first one is Brahman, the second one is Paramatma, the third one is Bhagavan. So these 3 are compared to sun rays, sun disk, and sun planet, where Lord is present as Surya Bhagavan. So these are the 3 levels we understand. So in Gnana Yoga, they will be in Brahman realization. Because they cannot see the form of the Lord, they appreciate the energy of the Lord. When we rise from Gnana Yoga to Dhyana Yoga, Dhyana Yogis, the persons who are meditating, the meditationists, they appreciate the form of the Lord, but they don't do any activity. They just, in the heart, they will see Krishna in the form of Narayana Chaturbhuja, and they meditate on him, and no physical activities involved to please Krishna. So that is Paramatma realization, where in the Hridaya or in the heart, next to Jivatma, Paramatma is present. So they see Paramatma in the heart, they focus on him, and they meditate on him. When somebody rises above Dhyana Yoga, then we enter to Bhakti Yoga. This is the ultimate realization of Bhagavan realization, where Paramasatya is understood fully, with full detail. We want to know what time Krishna wakes up and goes to forest taking cows. We want to understand what things Krishna likes. We want to understand what cloth Krishna is wearing. We want to understand how many flutes are there with Krishna. This is the final ultimate realization, self-realization. So that is called Bhakti Yoga. In Bhakti Yoga, there are 3 further steps: Sadhana Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti, and Prema Bhakti. So in Sadhana Bhakti, it's by rules and regulations. Bhava Bhakti, spontaneous love. Prema Bhakti, pure love towards Krishna. Clear, Prabhuji?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Clear. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, I have posted one question, Prabhu.
Yeah, I will see, Prabhuji. Nilesh Prabhu, you have raised the hand. Do you have any question?
Hare Krishna. A question है जैसे अभी सकाम कर्म निष्काम कर्म, उसके बाद ज्ञान योगा, अष्टांग योगा, भक्ति योगा. So is it necessary to follow the same hierarchy of achieving this bhakti yoga, or from sakama karma and nishkama karma, without following the jnana yoga and ashtanga yoga, can we achieve the prema bhakti yoga? Because this jnana yoga and ashtanga.
Yeah, that is exactly the question of Dr. Janardhan Prabhu also. So Ashtanga means 8 steps. No, it is not 8 steps within Ashtanga Yoga. Those are 8 divisions in Ashtanga Yoga. So, yeah, it's very long time to go through, and we don't want also. That's why Prabhupada says it is lift. If you are practicing Bhakti Yoga, it is lift. In other processes, you have to achieve something before you get the result of that process. But Bhakti is so pure. You start with Bhakti. Your journey is with Bhakti. Your ultimate goal is Bhakti. Finally, you will get Bhakti also, Krishna one. So your beginning point is Krishna. Your ultimate point is also Krishna. It's very easy. We ask everyone, if you want to get a mantra from a guru in other processes, you have to purify yourself first. Otherwise, you will not be given mantra by the guru. But if you come to the ISKCON, Bhakti Yoga, they will give the mantra first. Even before you purify, they give the mantra first. So you start practicing mantra, then you slowly get purified. And end of the day, you will achieve Krishna directly. Other processes, that's the drawback. That's what we were explaining, that there is a falling down chance is very high. You become a gnani, you will not reach Krishna. You will reject Krishna. Sometimes you take the position of Krishna also. So if you become Dhyana Yogi, you will be practicing as Dhyana Yogi. I'll tell you some funny thing. Okay. You are practicing Gnana Yoga. Okay. So in Gnana Yoga, the most important part is Nirakarvat. You don't give a forum to the Lord. Okay. You are practicing. Krishna is not having forum. Krishna is not having form, not having form. Tomorrow, when Krishna appears in front of you with the form, you reject him, you don't accept him, because you have always practiced without the form. This is the defect we have. So Dhyana Yogi is theoretical. The next Ashtanga Yogi is, Dhyana Yoga just comes before Ashtanga. It is part of Ashtanga Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. So they sit and meditate Paramatma in their heart so much. Even Paramatma, when he appears in front of them, again they will close the eyes and they will meditate. Have you seen devotees coming to the temple and closing eyes and meditating in front of the Sri Murti Vigraha? Many times we experience here. Lord is there in front of you with all the jewels, flowers, decoration. It's so beautiful to look at. Instead of enjoying the beauty of the Lord, they will close the eyes and in their heart they will start meditating. So these are all the practical defects we have in other yogas. You want to achieve Lord, so you are doing so much, but when you get Lord, you don't know what to do, because they have not done physical activities serving the Lord. If the Lord is standing in front of you, okay, I'll tell you simple examples of Dhyana Yogis. So they meditate so much. When the Lord comes in front of you, they cannot fan him. Maybe in Riyadh he will come, Lord will come, he's so hot there. You put on the AC, but still, if somebody fans, Krishna feels happy. But Dhyana Yogis are meditational power, they have meditation they are into, they cannot fan the Lord. Whereas the devotee is so humble, when Krishna comes and sits, immediately he will bring a fan and he will start fanning. Krishna, can I fan for you? Krishna, can I give water for you? Some houses you go, even they will not ask water, So, these are the defects. So, what we are teaching in ISKCON, or what ISKCON is trying to tell, is that directly get into Bhakti Yoga. You are already called Bhakta once you enter, even whether you are qualified or not qualified. That itself elevates us to highest level, Even little seva you do, you clean the temple or do some small service. The temple president, our Krishna Vrajaranjan Prabhu, will appreciate you so much. Prabhu, you are doing so much seva. Thank you so much. Krishna appreciates even the simple things. But in Dhyana Yoga, not like that. 1 million years you meditate, nobody will come and tell you, what, Prabhu, you are doing such a wonderful service. Nobody appreciates there. Even Krishna comes there in front of you, you are not unable to identify or appreciate Krishna. Is it clear, Prabhu? Janardhan Prabhu. Thank you very much for the
Prabhu.
nice.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Clear, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you very much for the nice question. Nilesh Prabhu, thank you. Let's move forward. I wanted to show that ladder so it becomes very easy for us to understand the other part. Okay. So here what Krishna is telling in 3.3 is that, oh sinless Arjuna, he is telling Arjuna, you are sinless. He regularly or repeatedly is appreciating Arjuna. He says, you are my friend. He says, you are sinless. He is appreciating all good qualities of Arjuna. He is not telling, oh Arjuna, aap buddhu hai, aapko itna bhi samajh mein nahi aata hai kya? Of course, in the second chapter, in the beginning, he chastised. When we appreciate others' good qualities, those qualities come to us. If we see bad qualities in others, and if we start fingering or pointing at them, saying you are this, you are that, you are this, you are that, the same thing comes to us. This is sometimes my personal experience as well, actually. So it's very important to appreciate everyone, whatever they do, even the little. Okay. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, oh sinless Arjuna. So he's telling Arjuna, you're sinless. That's why you're getting this Bhagavad Gita. Means we are also very sinless persons, That's why we are also getting Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan ka naam mil raha hai humko, Hari naam milta hai, Prasad milta hai. So we are all very fortunate, actually. I have already explained that there are two classes of men who try to realize the self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical philosophical speculation, Sankhya Yoga or Gnana Yoga, and others by devotional service. So Krishna is telling here, there are two types. Okay. Now we'll see the two types, Sankhya Yoga and Buddhi Yoga. I've made some comparison here from this Gauranga Priya Prabhu's Bhagavad Gita notes is there. I am following that to teach all of you. So here Sankhya Yoga is there, Buddhi Yoga is there. Sankhya Yoga is indirect path. Gnani Yogis, they follow Sankhya, speculation. So it's indirect path. Whereas Buddhi Yoga is direct path because our goal is Krishna and we are starting with chanting Krishna's names. So we are always with Krishna also while practicing. Sankhya Yoga dependence on personal endeavor. You have to be very strong and very, very dedicated, committed to achieve that. So you have to put a lot of efforts. Whereas Buddhi Yoga depends on Krishna's mercy. For us, it is Krupa, Krishna Krupa. Somebody told there is Krishna conscious, come and join, chant the holy name, take prasadam. So we just came, we joined and we got it. Whereas to achieve the same thing in other yogas, you have to spend years and years and years. In Sankhya Yoga, unsure of success because you are so much practicing Nirakarvad. Sometimes even if Krishna comes with Sakarvad, it will be very difficult to understand. But Buddhi Yoga, surety of success. Because we are on the pure path. We have taken up the right path. So result is guaranteed. Sometimes, when we are joining our children to colleges, we find out what type of college is there. Is there a surety of campus selection? Sometimes the college also says 100% campus selection. You say, oh, then at least सब में हमारा भी बच्चा आ जाएगा इसमें ज्वाइन कर लो. थोड़ा पैसा ज्यादा वो लगता है, या थोड़ा मेहनत ज्यादा है मगर guarantee. So here when once you start following devotional service, even if you are faulty, still Krishna accepts. Even if you are sinful, still Krishna accepts. So guaranteed. Initial purification required by prescribed duties before we achieve anything in Sankhya Yoga, whereas Buddhi Yoga ends or means are the same. So we chant with Hare Krishna, we end with Hare Krishna also. We meet Krishna actually. So this is the 3 shlokas what we discussed. Now 4th shloka. Deepali Mataji, can you read please?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. This is like riddle actually. Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction. You know, here Krishna is telling, hey Arjuna, you are Kshatriya. Don't think if you don't fight this war, you're away from sin. Still there will be sin around you because your duty is to fight and you're escaping from that. Nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. It's not that we renounce things, we become perfect. You know, sometimes we feel, अरे ये काम किया तो ऐसा हो जाएगा, तो better है ये काम ही मत करो, है ना? So when does one accept the renounced order? Only when one is purified by the discharge of prescribed form of duties. So renunciations normally 75 years of age में संन्यास करना चाहिए. तो त्याग जो है हमको परफेक्शन तुरंत नहीं लाता है. So ये जो नियमित कार्य का मकसद क्या है, उद्देश्य क्या है? तो भौतिक जीवन जो हम कर रहे हैं, जब हम नियमित कार्य से कार्य करेंगे तब हम शुद्ध हो सकते हैं. So sometimes प्रभुपाद इधर बहुत अच्छा लिखता है कि अगर शुद्ध ना होते हुए अगर संन्यास ले लेगा, क्या होगा? समाज में अचल मचल हो जाएगा एक्चुअली. कैसे बोला तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल देर आर सो मेनी सन्यासीज टुडे इन द सोसाइटी. बहुत लोग पुलिस में पकड़ा जाएगा, शायद आप लोग सुने होंगे ना, बहुत लोग दे आर कॉट बाय द पुलिस, सन्यासीज. सो देन हमको क्या होता है, हमारा सिस्टम के ऊपर ही भरोसा चले जाता है. कुछ लोग फॉलो करना ही छोड़ देते हैं. इसको अन्य धर्म वाले उसका फायदा उठाते हैं, उठा के उन लोग हमारा धर्म को दबाते हैं एक्चुअली. सो दिस आर ऑल द डिस्टर्बेंसेस हैपेंस इन द सोशल ऑर्डर. दूसरा, सक्सेस या फ्रीडम फ्रॉम रिएक्शन. तो ये जो हम लोग गलत कार्य करते हैं उससे क्या होता है, हमको हमारे सिस्टम से हमको सक्सेस नहीं मिलेगा एक्चुअली. वी विल नॉट गेट द सक्सेस. सो श्रीला प्रभुपादा ने क्या करते हैं, रिनंसिएशन ऑफ एक्टिविटी टू द पावर ऑफ बुद्धि योगा. सो प्रभुपाद जी बोलते हैं नेहाभिक्राम नाशोस्ति, ये कोट करते हैं ये अध्याय में, सॉरी ये श्लोक में. वो बोलते हैं कि अगर बुद्धि योग में, भक्ति योग में थोड़ा सा भी आप सेवा करेगा, आपको it will save you from mahato bhayat. Actually it saves you from the greatest danger जो है. Little service also. Hare Krishna. So 3.5 next shloka. विश्वनाथ प्रभु पढ़ सकते हैं?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, ट्राई करते हैं।
ठीक है, पढ़िए।
Everyone is just frustrated to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the models of the material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice.
Yes, for act helpless.
Yeah, everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of material nature. What are the three qualities we have acquired from the modes of material nature? Hare Krishna.
Rajatama Sattva.
Three gunas.
Yeah, three gunas. What are they?
Rajoguna,
Rajatama
Tamo.
Sattva.
सत्वगुण, रजोगुण, तमोगुण, ये तीनों गुण में हम पैदा हुआ है, हमारे पास है, ये मेटीरियल नेचर में है हम लोग। तो इसमें हम लोग हेल्पलेसली काम कर रहे हैं हम लोग, क्योंकि या सुबह सुबह उठते ही नहाने का मन करता है, सत्वगुण में है। दोपहर में टाई सूट पहन के हम लोग ऑफिस में जाते हैं, रजोगुण में है। शाम को आने के बाद तो टीवी देखना है, सोना है, 6 घंटा सोना है, एक्चुअली 8-10 घंटा सोते हैं, तो तमोगुण में चले जाते हैं। तो ये गुणों के हिसाब से हम सेवा कर रहे हैं या कार्य कर रहे हैं हम लोग। Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. तो कार्य हमेशा करते रहते हैं। कभी कभी हम सोचता है कोई बैठा है, कार्य नहीं कर रहा है, मगर ये स्थूल शरीर काम नहीं कर रहा है, उसका सूक्ष्म शरीर बहुत जागरण है। वो एक्चुअली मन है ना, बहुत एक्टिव रहता है, वो अंदर काम करता रहता है, क्या करूं, किधर पैसा डालूं, मेरा पैसा चला गया, मेरा ये हो गया, वो हो गया, बहुत चिंतन करता रहता है वो। सो कभी हम चुप बैठ नहीं सकते हैं। प्रभुपाद जी बोलते हैं तो प्रीमेच्योर संन्यासा इज हार्मफुल, वो बताते हैं। और दूसरा बताते हैं कि हम लोग भगवान का सेवा में जब लगे रहते हैं तो हमारा गलत करना चांसेस कम रहता है, हमको पाप लगना चांसेस कम रहता है। और हम लोग माया जाल में कम रहते हैं जब हम, अदरवाइज ये तीन गुणों के हम परे होना बहुत मुश्किल है। सो एक्चुअली ये श्लोक के हिसाब से बराबर बोलता है कि हमको संन्यास कब लेना पड़ता है, ये सब प्रभुपाद एक्चुअली डिटेल लिखते हैं। भक्ति योगा, कृष्ण भावनामृत, जो प्रभुपाद जी इधर बहुत अच्छा उल्लेख करते हैं, जो जनार्दन प्रभु जी ने सवाल किया था, नीलेश प्रभु जी ने भी सवाल किया था, ये प्रभुपाद जी लिखते हैं, कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस टर्न्स योगा लैडर इनटू एलिवेटर। हमने जो सीढ़ी देखा, जो चढ़ने का, प्रभुपाद जी लिखा है इधर कि वो सीधा सीढ़ी से एलिवेटर बन जाएगा। एलिवेटर में हम सीढ़ी नहीं देखते ना, एक के बाद एक सीढ़ी नहीं देखते हैं, हम एक फ्लोर से दूसरा फ्लोर सीधा टप करके चले जाते। तो therefore with Krishna consciousness, any step of yoga ladder will speed up the process of purification. Other process, yoga ladder में other processes, the purification takes long time, but Krishna consciousness में purification is faster. So next one is 3.6.
Prabhu, I posted one question, Prabhu.
We just posted a question. Is renunciation all or non-phenomenon or step ladder renunciation even at the age of devotees, 4 stages of lifespan? Prabhu, can you ask the question directly?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, all or non-phenomenon means yes or no? Should I have to renounce everything at go, or you can take your own time and installment payment?
No, it depends For example, it's not that हम भक्ति योगा में आज आ गया, कल कृष्ण लोक में चला गया, पहुंच गया tomorrow. It's not. It's a process. Krishna consciousness is also a process. It also takes time. But this process is guaranteed. In this life, we can achieve. Second thing, it's faster. So, if somebody...
Prabhuji, can you guide us what to renounce in which part of your life, in the 4 stages of life?
I have to list down.
Because we have devotees who is 25 years like Amrish Prabhu, and we have elderly devotees also.
Yes, very nice question actually. So there is 25-year-old, there is 9-year-old, there is 50-year-old, there is 75-year-old. We have Varnashrama system is there where Varna and Ashramas are told. So Prabhuji basically now talking about Ashramas. First 25 years is for Brahmacharya, steady, steady, steady. No other thing. You're not supposed to see WhatsApp, you're not supposed to see any other media except studies. That is Brahmacharya. Then Grihastha up to 50 years. Then Vanaprastha up to 75 years, 50 to 75. Then after that, Sannyasa Ashrama. So this is the time and process given in Varnashrama. This, whatever explained this one, is the maximum time it's explained. It doesn't mean, okay, मेरा कभी 50 नहीं हुआ, मैं वानप्रस्थ नहीं लेना है. No, not like that. You can, if you can take it early also. Now, what is to be renounced, what is not to be renounced is very personal, but there are certain things given. Like 4 niyam diya hai Krishna consciousness mein. No intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no meat eating. So these are the 4 steps they have given. Apart from that, moh nahi hona chahiye. We should not have attachment for things. You can have things, but don't get attached to it because everything is temporary in this world. So when you get attached to temporary things, when you lose it, then you suffer out of it. So Krishna consciousness is not to suffer. Krishna consciousness is to be happy always. Krishna consciousness is there to enjoy the lifespan. So moha nahi hona chahiye. There should be no attachment to the things. And you should not expect credit. Rather, give the credit to the Acharya or Guru, Diksha Gurus, and give the credit to seniors, superiors, give the credit to Krishna. Then we are safe. For example, we are working for a company. The company has a mission statement, and our activities should be in line with the mission statement. There is nothing that I add something, I delete something from the mission statement. Only thing I have to do is I have to align with that mission statement, and I should not be independent from that mission. Similarly, Lord has got a mission. The society has got a mission. So we have to work for that mission, and we should not get attached to any of the results. That's what Krishna is mentioning when we talk about renunciation. Renunciation is not that you leave the doctoral duty, you leave the high wife, you leave the children, you leave everything, go to the forest for meditation or something. No. Krishna Conscious Prabhupada clearly writes, you have whatever you want to have in life, but keep Krishna in the center. Attach things to Krishna. Detach yourself from the attachment. Clear, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So, for example, I earn certain amount, I should not be too attached to that. Rather, I should distribute, this is for this, this is for this, this is for this, and keep some amount of your earning to Krishna also. So what happens, you will be doing some devotional service from the earnings, then it becomes karma yoga automatically. Then when you have don't attachment for that portion of the money, it becomes nishkama karma also. You are not expecting too much. You are giving. These are all certain small steps which makes us get detached to the bigger things in later part of the life. Clear, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, let's move on. 3.6 shloka. Prasad Prabhu, can you read, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
One who restrains the senses of action, but whose mind dwells on sense objects, certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. So if somebody is not purified, and if he tries to show that he is purified, in ISKCON also, there is one disease which is called pure devotee syndrome, PDS. The disease short name is PDS, pure devotee syndrome. We are in material world. We are attached to things. We are normal persons, but we act as though we are the purest devotee, and we identify with only pure things. Then we reject things here. Then we get into troubles, actually. That is called pure devotee syndrome within ISKCON. PDS is a disease. So here Krishna is telling, hey, Arjuna, you're a Kshatriya, you're supposed to fight. Just fight, no? You're telling, I don't want to fight. But internally, you are thinking, I should have fought this war. So in the mind, something happening. In the senses, you are showing something different. Then you will be called as Mithyachari or Mithyachara, called pretender, who pretends. Have we come across pretenders in our life? I'm asking a question. Every day, every moment, we ourselves pretend many times. So Prabhupada writes very nicely here. This shloka particularly defines who is pretender. The one who restrains his senses of action, but minds dwell on sense objects. Vishwamitra, he went and he was sitting and meditating to achieve something. So his mind was in meditation when Menaka came and danced, when he heard the sound of her ankle bell. He started meditating on Menaka actually. Who is this lady who is coming? What is this ankle bell? Is it ankle bell? All changed. His position changed. He fell down from what he was. Everything changed. Similarly, when we sit for chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, sometimes we are as though we are the pure devotees doing everything. Then in the mind we will be thinking, Aj रियल टू रूपी कितना हो गया, तो बहुत अच्छा बेटा यार. ऑफिस में जाते ही पहले ऑफिस से जाते वक्त बैंक में जाके बेच के जाना है मेरे को. ऑल प्लानिंग वी डू व्हाइल वी आर चैंटिंग, बट आउटसाइड देखने वालों को दिखता है कि बहुत चैंटिंग कर रहे हैं. We cannot be pretenders. There are two things actually. One is called Palgu Vairagya, Yukta Vairagya. Palgu Vairagya means false renunciation. Whereas Yukta Vairagya means intellectual renunciation. You have knowledge, you have intelligence, you With intelligence, you renounce. Palgu Vairagya is you try to renounce which you have not fulfilled it. आम खाने का बहुत मन है मगर बोलेगा आम नहीं खाएगा, हम आज फास्टिंग है, हम आम नहीं खाएगा आज अंदर. समटाइम्स एकादशी द बेस्ट एग्जांपल. एकादशी दिन के बहुत फास्टिंग करते हैं, अंदर मन में चलता रहता है, आज खा लिया तो अच्छा था. और एक मजे के बात ये है, कृष्णा हमको बहुत टेस्ट करता है. ये भी वो भी एकादशी के दिन आप फास्टिंग करते रहेंगे, आपको अच्छा स्वीट लाके देंगे. कोई प्रभु प्रसाद ये खाइए आपको. नहीं नहीं माता जी, हम फास्टिंग कर रहे हैं. एक दिन मेरा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है, मैं नया नया प्रैक्टिस कर रहा था, अभी भी तकरीबन वैसे ही है, बट मैं बोल लेता हूँ. एक दिन एक प्रोग्राम में मैं गया था, तो एकादशी था, तो उन लोगों प्रसादम बनाया था, सब लोग खाने वाले खा रहे थे, हम लोग कुछ लोग फास्टिंग कर रहे थे, हम लोग इवन फ्रॉम वाटर. तो मैंने माता जी प्रभु जी, हम नया था, उन लोग नया दीक्षा लिया था, उन लोग भी नया दीक्षा लिया. उन लोगों ने पूछा प्रभु जी इधर ही बैठ के खा लीजिए. मैं बोला नहीं माता जी, हम 5:30 बजे सनसेट तक हम नहीं खाते हैं, ये हमारा ये एकादशी व्रत है, तो आप पार्सल करके दीजिए, हम घर लेके जाए. तो पार्सल करके दिया उन्होंने, मेरा गाड़ी में रखा, मैं चला तो बहुत अच्छा खुशबू आ रहा था. मेरे को मन में ये चल रहा था, इन लोगों ने क्या पाक करके दिया है, अंदर क्या है. ये चल रहा था ये. मगर 5:30 बजे में मेरा मन को बोल रहा था. घर में गया, डाइनिंग टेबल के ऊपर रखा, बाद में गया जाके लेट के सोने का कोशिश की, नींद नहीं आ रहा था. मैं सोचा एक बार खोल के देख लूं क्या है, 5:30 बजे ही खाना है, खोल के देखने में क्या है, एक बार देख लेते हैं. तो मैं उठ के आया, उठ के आके डाइनिंग टेबल में पार्सल जो बांध के दिया था उसको खोल के देखा, बहुत अच्छा खुशबू आ रहा था. साबूदाना वड़ा था, मेरा जो पसंद का है बहुत. बाद में दूसरा खिचड़ी, स्वीट सब था. आई कुड नॉट टॉलरेट. मैं बोला ठीक है, अभी तो ऑलरेडी 3:30 तक फास्टिंग तो कर चुका है, अभी 2 घंटा बाकी है ना, एक साबूदाना वड़ा खाऊंगा, जाके सो जाऊंगा. ये हकीकत में जो हुआ वो बोल रहा हूँ मैं. ये एक साबूदाना वड़ा खाया, जाके लेट गए सोने का, बहुत ट्राई किया. बोला बाद में बोला वैसे छोड़ दिया ना अभी साबूदाना खा के 3:30, तो पूरा ही खा लेते, क्यों 5:30 बजे तक वेट करना है. तो वापस उठ के आया, पूरा खा के जाके, उसके बाद अच्छा नींद आया. मेरा कहना दिस ऑल कम्स अंडर प्रिटेंडर्स. इससे अच्छा है उनके साथ ही बैठ के खा के एटलीस्ट खुश रहता था. जो एकादशी के दिन ग्रेन्स एंड बीन्स नहीं खाने, मेन रूल वो है. फास्टिंग कितना करेगा, कितना आप कर सकते हो, वो आपके ऊपर. एनीहाउ, सो प्रभुपाद जी इधर लिखते हैं, नो वैल्यू ऑफ द शो ऑफ मेडिटेशन. अगर हम दूसरे को दिखाने के लिए कृष्ण भक्ति कर रहे हैं, इट हैज नो वैल्यू. द ग्रेटेस्ट चीटर्स कौन होते हैं? ग्रेटेस्ट चीटर्स, दे स्पीक अबाउट, उन लोगों को बताते हैं, बहुत प्रवचन देते हैं, मगर फॉलो नहीं कर पाते हैं, खुद को नहीं फॉलो, तो उनका प्रोग्रेस नहीं हो सकता है. सो क्या हमको समझना चाहिए? फॉर सेंस एंजॉयमेंट वन कैन एक्ट इन एनी कैपेसिटी ऑफ द सोशल ऑर्डर, बट इफ वन फॉलोज द रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन ऑफ हिज पर्टिकुलर स्टेटस, ही कैन मेक ग्रेजुअल प्रोग्रेस. तो हम बोल सकते हैं हम संन्यास करेगा, वानप्रस्थ करेगा, ये करेगा, वो करेगा, वो सब कर सकते हैं आप, बट आपको करना है जो आपसे हो सकता है, उससे आप स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोग्रेस बनाए. Sorry Prabhu, it is going very slow. I thought of doing third section but not able to do today, but first section. Tirtha Prabhu, can you please read this?
Hare Krishna Prabhu,
Dandavat Pranam.
On the other hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses, the mind, and begins karma yoga in Krishna consciousness bracket without attachment, he is by far superior. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, thank you, Prabhu. Krishna is concluding, he is telling, hey, Arjuna, now he is comparing sannyasi with a grihastha. He is telling a practicing grihastha is much better than a unsincere sannyasi actually. A grihastha can be a better sannyasi by following the rules and regulation within the ashrama, within grihastha ashrama. So Prabhupada in 3.7, he writes that Swartha Gati, or the goal of self-interest, to reach Vishnu, which implies to be free from material bondage and enter God's kingdom actually. So हमको भौतिक जो बंधन है उससे विमुक्त होना है भगवान को जाने के लिए. तो प्रभुपाद दूसरा लिखते हैं वर्णाश्रम इंस्टीट्यूशन जो है, वर्णाश्रम धर्म का उद्देश्य क्या है, उसको क्यों पालन करना है. So designed to lead one gradually to this goal of self-interest. This implies that a sincere householder can also reach this destination by regulated service in Krishna consciousness. जब कृष्ण भावनामृत बराबर पालन करेगा, even गृहस्थ भी संन्यास में उठ सकता है actually. Sincere sweeper is better than charlatan meditator. So प्रभुपाद जी बहुत खड़क लिखते हैं कि इवन ये जो रास्ता वगैरह साफ करने वाला स्वीपर होता है, वो अगर बराबर अपना सेवा बिना अटैचमेंट करेगा, वो कई सन्यासियों से बेहतर है जो सन्यासी लोग झूठे होते हैं. हरे कृष्ण. So either on the other hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses by the mind and begins karma yoga, Krishna consciousness, without attachment, अगर निष्काम कर्म करेगा, is far far superior. 3.8 हरे कृष्णा. कुछ नए लोग हैं लगता है.
Hare Krishna Prabhu ji.
Trupti Mataji, can you read please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Perform your prescribed duty, for doing so is better than not working. One cannot even maintain one's physical body without work. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So आप सब, थैंक यू माता जी. आप सबको याद है 2.47 में कृष्णा बोला था कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मापलेषु कदाचन. Krishna had told that do your duty, don't expect any result. Krishna has said. So here Krishna is recommending again, perform your prescribed duty. You are a Kshatriya Arjuna, you do your duty. For doing so is better than not working. Anyhow, we have to do duty. We are born as humans. We have to work. We cannot say, I will not work. And we have to work. And one cannot even maintain one's physical body without work. So if we have to maintain ourselves, we have to grow. We have to do agriculture at least. You know, if you don't want to work for anybody, and then you have to do agriculture, you have to grow something to eat, you know. So, two examples of pretenders Prabhupada gives: pseudo meditators, means those who meditate, and jhuta hai jo log. दूसरा जो है प्रोफेशनल मैन जो होता है, they pose themselves as sacrificed everything for the sake of advancement in spiritual life, but actually not. You know, sometimes हम लोग भी क्या करता है, हम बोलते हैं हाँ धाम में गया तो हम ये नहीं देखना चाहिए, वो नहीं देखना चाहिए. No, whatever we get, we should have in वृंदावन. वृंदावन धाम है, उधर बराबर हम जो मिलता है कृष्ण का कृपा है, ये सब हम बोलते हैं. जब जाते वक्त बुकिंग करेगा ना, हम पूछेगा गर्म पानी आता है क्या कमरे में, एसी बराबर काम करता है, एसी रूम चाहिए. उधर आया तो हमको ये बिना एसी नहीं होता, बहुत गर्मी होता है उधर. Then you know, these are all because professional men, you know, they show that they are advanced, sacrificed, but they are not. So Krishna Prabhupada is writing, prescribed duties are meant to cleanse our heart. So whatever नियमित कार्य हमको दिया है, हम वो करने से हमारा हृदय साफ होता है. What is the heart's contamination or polluted propensities? Desire to lord over material nature. अगर हमारा हृदय को साफ करता है नियमित कार्य, मगर इसका क्या, किससे कलमश हुआ है हमारा हृदय? लॉर्ड इट ओवर. हम बास बनना चाहते हैं, दास नहीं बनना चाहते हैं. नाम वरदगोपाल दास है, मगर हम बास बनना चाहते हैं. किसी ने बोल रहा था इसकान में दास लास्ट में नहीं देना चाहिए, पहले देना चाहिए, क्योंकि कभी कभी भूल जाते हैं दास क्या है, So it's better we keep first das, So we have to be always in the servant mood actually, so that our heart gets cleansed. Prabhupada लिखते हैं, renunciation for the purpose of maintenance of body and soul is condemned in this verse. Without purification by prescribed duties, one should never attempt to be so-called transcendentalist. तो हमारा नियमित कार्य है वो बराबर करना चाहिए, उसके बाद हम सोचना चाहिए आध्यात्मिक जीवन के बारे में. तो आज के लिए ये लास्ट श्लोका है, श्लोका नंबर 9. Another 2, 3, 5 minutes maximum. 3.9 कौन पड़ेगा?
Prabhuji, can I read, if you don't mind? Hare Krishna.
Who is that?
Prabhuji, I am from Sam.
Mataji.
You are from?
She is Kashish Mataji. Prabhuji, she is Kashish Mataji.
Okay.
And
yeah. Tell Amrish Prabhu, you wanted to tell something.
Yes. Basically, I wanted to inform that 3 new devotees have registered themselves. Dr. Kavita Mataji, Kashish Mataji, and Pran Krishna Prabhu. So they have recently registered.
Very nice.
And
so I request all of you to read the previous chapters nicely, because whatever explaining, if you want to understand nicely, you should have the basic knowledge, the previous one. And
Yes,
also, so we all welcome them by chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
हम यही प्रार्थना करते हैं, हमारा जितना भी इधर स्टूडेंट्स है, नए स्टूडेंट्स को मिल के भी भगवान कृष्ण का असीम कृपा हो आपके ऊपर, ताकि हम सब भगवद गीता का अच्छा समझे. और इससे क्या होता है कि आप आगे भी भक्ति शास्त्री वो सब कर सकें. इसमें important ये है कि हम सिंसियर होना मांगता है. We have to be sincere when we are learning about spirituality. Whatever endeavor we do, even a little effort we put here, it should be very sincerely done, and with lot of prayers to Krishna we should perform. Chanting the holy name regularly will give you the power to understand Krishna more. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. So when we chant more about Krishna, Krishna gives a lot of mercy to us to understand his points. Okay, 3.9. Padiya Mataji. Kashish Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare
Krishna. Work done as a sacrifice. Thank you, Mataji. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Krishna has spread his energy in this world. So that pervading energy is called Vishnu actually. When we say Vishnu Murti, Vishnu, when we worship, that Vishnu is the Lord's energy spread everywhere. Krishna is having the form, Vishnu is also having the form. Krishna is having two-handed form, Vishnu is having four-handed form. Okay, so whenever we do the sacrifice, that sacrifice should be done for Vishnu. We cannot offer it to somebody else. Please, all of you read when this class finish or tomorrow, 8th chapter, 28th shloka. Sorry, 5th chapter, 29th shloka. 5th chapter, 29th shloka, when you read, you understand Krishna is the Bhoktharam Yajna Tapasam. So Krishna is the one who is the enjoyer of all the tapa, yajna, everything. So work done as a sacrifice. We are all born to do some sacrifice. So sometimes we don't do sacrifice. So the work, whatever we do, it should be as a sacrifice. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction. So our activities should satisfy Krishna actually. And in that way, you will always remain free from bondage. Once Krishna is satisfied or Vishnu is satisfied, then we will be free from all the bondage. That's why the Kunti, son of Kunti is made that Kaunteya. Why? Because Kunti, she was detached from all the things. And whatever she does, she used to do for the satisfaction of Krishna. That's why this particular word is addressed here, actually, Kaunteya, son of Kunti. So, working Krishna consciousness is art of doing work, which requires expert guidance. We cannot do on our own Krishna consciousness. We need expert guidance. We need Guru to do that. So, now there are two things. One is doing service to Krishna. Another one is doing sacrifice to Krishna. What is the difference between doing service to Krishna and whatever we sacrifice in the name of Krishna? Is there a difference? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can you ask the question again, Prabhu?
Yeah. See, we do some activities. We do it in the name of Krishna. Okay? Some service. Like, for example, yajna. We do havan, yajna, for Krishna's satisfaction. And you do chanting and you want to do service to Vishnu or Krishna. You chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. You are chanting and doing service to Krishna. And you are doing yajna and offering the phala to Krishna and you don't take the phala. Is there a difference between these two?
Sacrifice
what is
is
the reason?
Sacrifice is a subset of service. Service, we have sacrifice plus something more.
Yeah. So, Krishna says in 10th chapter, while he's explaining about yajna, he says, Yajnanam japa yajnosmi. He said, among all sacrifices, I am japa. Whoever chants my name, whoever do my service as chanting, japa yajnosmi, that is the sacrifice I'm expecting from all. Krishna has concluded in 10th chapter. We have not reached there, but that is the conclusion. So when he is telling that one, there is no need to do other sacrifices. Better do what he has told as a sacrifice. Yajnanam japa yajnosmi. Among all sacrifices, I like japa yajna, he is telling. So Prabhupada recommends japa yajna is the best of chanting the holy name. It brings the same purpose also, he says. Benefit of such action in Krishna consciousness, freedom from reaction. While performing one is in liberated state, you feel very blissful when you are chanting the holy name of the Lord. Gradually you elevate to the love of Godhead, which is the ultimate goal we have. And we get the entrance into the kingdom of God. So finally, conclusion of this section is that from 3.3 to 3.8 is that level of bhakti by including knowledge to Vishnu is nishkama karma also. Hare Krishna. Nilesh Prabhu, you have raised the hand.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, एक क्वेश्चन था कि जो जपा है, जपा, इज इट मैंडेटरी टू बी डन विद जपा माला ओनली? बिकॉज वी हैव सम इंस्टेंसेस, okay, like somewhere traveling with somebody, or if there's some other religion friend with us, we are not able to follow the japa mala with us. So is it okay if we are doing the japa in our heart only without the japa mala?
It's a good question. Always Krishna consciousness should be practiced based on Desha, Kala, Patra. Desha is place where we are living. Kala is the time. Patra is the situation, or where you are in, how you are. So now, for example, we are in a place where they don't appreciate much. So in that case, you can do things with some adjustment, but it has to be done in concurrence with your local authority, temple president, or Krishna Rajaranjan Prabhu can give a better guidance here. I can just tell from the point of standards, but for you or for any one of you, I cannot set the standard here because I am an external body here when standards are coming. He is the right person to set the standard for all of you actually. What has been prescribed, that I am telling you. So the prescribed is we have to chant on the beats. For example, you want to do something extra, then you can follow without beats. So better we do with beats is the best thing is told. Especially after Diksha, when you take Diksha and all, Guru Maharaj chants one round on the beats and then he gives us. Now sometimes we do things as a matter of duty, Somehow we have to finish 16 round, we have given the word to Guru Krishna. So I have to somehow finish. Some emergency cases we need to do. So sometimes accept it, but not all the times. But you please consult Krishna Rajaranjan Prabhu and take advice from him. The general standard is after Diksha, you have to chant on your beats only 16 rounds. Above that, you can do however you want to. So here, I don't have the authority to fix one thing. I can only tell. Hare Krishna. Because Krishna Rajaranjan Prabhu also what he will do, he will take the higher authority, local standards, local, how, sometimes I have been questioned also here when I am holding that chanting back. Sometimes some Muslims or somebody, they will ask us, what is this you are doing? Then I'll remove the bead and I show them, I tell them tasbih, tasbih is, they also have beads for chanting, they have in their hand. So when we say we are chanting the holy name, they will not say anything. But it's not the situation there, it's different. Every country, every person is different. So we have to respect the local authorities, local rules and regulation when it comes to practicing devotion. Actually. Even higher authorities in ISKCON also, they depend on the local temple president in this matter. Even a great sannyasi or whoever comes, they will also consult the local authority only because they can judge, they can tell better what is good.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving a precious time.
Yeah.
We'll chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Prabhuji for giving his precious time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So
So
I hope you
just
all. Yeah. I hope you all attended Maharaj class there, Bhakti Purushottam, His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj.
Yes,
Haridas
Prabhu.
Krishna. Very
Yes,
nice.
Prabhu. Yes.
Wonderful. Very nice.
Prabhuji, tomorrow we have the Maharaj class at Riyadh. Today it is at Dammam,
Yeah.
and yesterday it was at Jeddah.
Yeah. Tomorrow in Rio?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, okay. Very well. Very nice.
So just to summarize what Prabhuji told during today's discussion, that he mentioned about yoga ladder, and he also mentioned how Bhakti Yoga or Buddhi Yoga is better than Jnana Yoga, which consists of different ladders, different steps. So it is like, and in the last few verses, Prabhuji mentioned how one has to work. One cannot do renunciation abruptly or without proper guidance. So I request everyone to please go through the PDF document and attempt for the exam. For those who are recently registered, I will get your username and password within a week's time, and then I will share it with you. So with this, we'll end today's session, and we'll again connect next Friday. If probably don't have any other commitment, then definitely we'll meet next Friday. So we'll end today's session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Very well.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.